Yo, what up guys, it's Renan, and in this video I wanted to cover my Baldur's Gate 3 Darkness build, which is a full party build basically, and it works entirely around Darkness, which is a Warlock ability, and I think you can get it with other classes as well, or you can have items like the Spear from doing a certain thing in Act 2, and it allows you to basically permanently put down Darkness as Shadowheart. So the main crux of the build, as you can imagine, is darkness and tailoring your entire team to be able to see in darkness, to be able to attack things that are in it and outside of it. How you can achieve that is you can get level 2 in Warlock, and I'll show you that here with Lae'zel. Once you hit level 2 in Warlock, you'll be able to get a Eldritch evocation called Devil Sight. And that's pretty much all you need right there. And you can make this work with pretty much any type of class as long as you try to get 2 points into Warlock for Devil Sight. Now, naturally, as you can imagine, anything that is naturally going to multi-class with Warlock is going to be best, really good at the Darkness build. So Paladin Warlock is a good example. And I also have Sorcerer Warlock, which is what I'm running here. And there are many different builds that you can run with Sorcerer Warlock. Right now I'm kind of running an unoptimized 10-2 Sorcerer Warlock, where instead of going for like massive Eldritch Blasts, which are usually what 10-2 Sorcerer Warlock will do, I'm going for a lightning build because I have a Tempest Cleric who's going to help me do a lot of lightning damage. And lightning damage, if you don't know, is incredibly strong. And in the background, you're going to be seeing exactly why lightning damage is so good, especially when you have the safety net of being in darkness where mobs can't really attack you. And that's what makes darkness so good. And you're going to notice the AI will bug out a ton because of darkness. So what you can do is before a fight even begins, you can put darkness down. And if you can attack the monster before a fight, you can basically put your team in darkness and then have one of them just constantly be shooting out of it, and the enemy won't actually start the fight because they can't see you. So in the background you can see me doing the Asterion fight in Act 3, where I use him to kill the boss basically before the fight even begins, which is super OP. But there's also other things you can do with it, where during a fight, a lot of range monsters will be in a fight, but they can't attack you in darkness. So they're all going to have to clump up into melee range along with the melee attacker. So any type of AoE build will really be able to capitalize on darkness. So that is why I've been playing with a lightning sorcerer. One, because it's really fun and I like the, fantasy of it, but it is also really good with darkness because I have the cleric put water everywhere and get everything wet, and then I have him just blow up entire packs of mobs, which makes it extremely fun. And that is kind of all you need to do in order to utilize this build and be able to complete Tactician pretty dang easy compared to different other party builds. And I also want to note there are certain items which will allow you to see in magical darkness, and one is actually Shard's Spear of Evening, which you can get at the end of Act 2, which allow Shadowheart to basically see in magic and can't be blinded. So she can basically be in darkness without ever having to get any of the downsides of not being able to hit stuff. Or in Act 3, if you do the House of Hope, you can get this helmet here, Helldusk Helmet, which allows you to see in magical darkness and your character can't be blinded. So it actually makes her quite good. And before I, respect her here, I had her as a 12 fighter. And with this helmet, she doesn't even need to be a warlock. But just to show the power of the build as well, you can even go 3 warlock on, like, say, my rogue here, who is a hand crossbow type rogue who can attack 4 times. And even though I'm multi-classing and losing maybe a little bit of damage by being 3 warlock, the benefits to me kind of outweigh the loss of damage because he never really gets killed because he's in darkness, and he can just basically get advantage on things outside of darkness because he is safety and they can't see him. He's practically invisible during a fight by being in darkness. And yeah, you can basically probably run any different type of build as long as you get 3 warlock. You might lose a little bit of damage, but at the same time, you're basically unkillable. And it can be kind of gimmicky because things outside of darkness can actually hit your characters inside of darkness if they're near the edge. So I think range characters kind of benefit the most from this darkness type comp because they can be in the dead center of it where melee characters have to run in to hit them. But you could still run melee characters, like a tanky melee, like a fighter, paladin, barbarian, things like that can tank hits. Even monk can play around this build effectively as long as you give them the ability to see in darkness. And there's going to be footage in the background for you to see, you know, all the different types of uses for darkness and things that make it powerful. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoy the rest of the footage. And please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching.